This time on Boner Revivals, we buy a square body dump truck.
And we try to drive it home. What could go wrong? Everything.
Hey, want to go for a ride in my square body?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's time for a quick story time with Rob. So for the past few months, my old man has been looking for some sort of a dump truck. He found one that he liked, but it just had too many issues that he just wasn't willing to overlook. So I ended up finding this truck and another truck on Facebook Marketplace and sent it to him. So we went down to look at the trucks and, well, we bought them both. Just what we need, more clapped out square bodies. Perfect.
We just got like 50 miles home?
Something like that. Yeah, it's fucking janky old square body here.
One of two.
Yes.
This one runs and drives though.
Yeah, the other one we need to go back and extract it from its home later on.
All right, let's head up and buy some seats. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
You got the flow now. How many gallons you putting in it?
10.
10? Okay, that's fair. I thought you were gonna shortchange me with like 6 or something. I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to stop 3 more times on the way home with the old big block. Well, looks like we do have a functional fuel gauge at least. The old 4-speed Muncie. We'll see how she do. It's gonna take a second. I haven't drove a stick in a while, but we'll figure it out. She gets after it, making a whole lot of clanging and banging noises, but you know, she makes it home. She makes it home. So the brakes seem to be hanging up a little bit, so we're gonna see if we can redneck her a little bit.
So we're gonna do some roadside repair. Jimmy bar on a Jimmy truck.
All you need is a pry bar, some duct tape, and a sledgehammer. It'll be all right.
On the Sierra Grande.
Well, at least the worst part is if we lose brakes on the way home, it's a 4-speed, and Granny Low like pretty much puts you through the windshield. So the only thing is that gonna.
You know what? We might have to pop this wheel off and just clean everything up. I think it's probably that rusted. Just pull the sliders. It's easy to pull the pins and stuff like that.
Well, battery's dead. We're like 2 minutes from the guy with the seats, so probably just gonna leave it here, go pick up the seats. Well, that kind gentleman not only happened to give us a set of jumper cables so we could fire up the dump truck, but then he's also gonna let us wrench on it in his driveway. So super cool dude, but we just gotta get it down there now. Oh, he stalled it. He killed it. Gosh dang it, Wally, haven't you ever drove a stick? It's alright, I'm not any better. I'm gonna get the collapse with it. So what's your game plan? Pull the sliders out, clean the sliders up, slow it back in, and hopefully it does a stopping thing.
What we're gonna do, we're gonna pull it off, clean sliders, and then we're gonna put it back on, pump it up, and probably have to pry it back and forth a bunch of times, break the rust ridge for the piston and the seal inside there, and hope that it holds. Because this thing's a heavy rig, and we need all the braking power we can get, because we got lots of hills around this area.
It's got a Muncie 4-speed, just downshift and your face will be in the windshield. And worst case scenario, you got the plow. So, I mean, you know, we'll figure it out one way or another. It'd just be nice if it actually, like, you know, functioned, kind of-ish.
We'll get there.
I think we should stop at the brake store, or not the brake store, but the parts store, and pick up some brake clean for our wasp friends. Just waiting that on the ride home, the attack of the bees in the cab. Truck just goes off the road. Like, what happened? Like 6 bees came in and started stinging me. Oh yeah, you have to have them surface just right, you know, they have to be perfectly cut. I'm sure it'll work fine to get us home, and honestly, they'll probably just work for now. You can do the face of the rotor too, or you can try to stay off of that. So maybe it's going to kind of be a pain to do the back side of it, but you can do the front side pretty easy. There's some... It's actually not as ridged as I mean, there's a lot of cuts in it. It's not horrid.
I'm not even going to worry about it.
Okay.
Not even going to worry about it.
All right. More?
Yeah.
More than that? The only thing I'm worried about is with it being that tight. I don't want to blow a line or something. Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't blow because they look newer, but I'm a little concerned about it.
Well, I mean, the slam cap door the way it is, and if it's that tight, maybe it's going to just ride that way.
Okay.
Maybe that's what we'll do, is slam back together.
Hope.
Mess up.
Okay. All right, brakes back together. Hopefully it won't hang up, and down the road we go. Thank you very much to the kind gentleman that let us wrench on it in his driveway. Super cool dude. We got a set of bucket seats for the crew cab that we'll show you later. But yeah, let's see if we can head homebound. All right, mile or two down the road, pulled over. Seems that she's locked in 4-wheel drive, so we're gonna pull the diffs apart. And we're gonna pull the spring out so it'll be in 2-wheel drive, just so we're not hammering the heck out of the front drive shaft. But do you have the right size? Oh, smaller than that.
Dude. Good old Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this would probably be way better than beating the snot out of it and throwing the front drive shaft out of it and destroying the transfer case and, you know, all the good stuff that probably come happen. Just gotta make sure those don't break off too, because they get stuck in there and they snap right off. Oh, okay. So far, so good. Sounds like she might have a slight miss to her. We'll have to look into that too once we get her home. But the whole goal here is we just really need to get this thing home. It's been a fun adventure so far. Let's just hope she can make the rest of the trek. Nope. Junk. Yeah, that's right. You got to put it on that rag just so we don't lose any of the hardware.
Yes.
I'll put the screws there as well. So you saw that. It's all here. Oh, well, you know.
She flopped in dirt. That way we know we got no engagement.
No engagement.
I'll just throw that back on there like so. Roadside repairs, yep.
Ain't the first time. I'm sure it won't be the last.
Did you see what I was pointing at?
No, I didn't. I saw you pointing, and I was more worried about trying to, you know, drive the truck and like not wreck the plow into anybody.
No, like in the blocks inside in the front of that building, Wally's Service.
Oh, hey, well,
I've been by that place a bunch of times. I should take a picture one of these times I go by it. But yeah, Wally's Service.
how about that? Well,
Yeah.
we're currently getting some of Wally's services right now, so. Oh boy.
Well, you were always saying that I needed a square body service truck. Well, yeah, how about a freaking dump truck?
And then we'll just get the service truck down the road too. We'll just have a fleet of square bodies. It'll be our retirement plan. No, it's not a bad running truck. It's probably gonna need to be gone through. I wouldn't be surprised. It needs plugs and wires and probably a tune-up and whatever else.
Oh,
but
everything.
yeah, but I think it'll be a good running truck.
Auto, I'm putting an order in very shortly. I hope that you will support our channel and give us a hell of a discount on our orders. I don't know.
Well, if it's hot, you know, hopefully, you know, it doesn't blow the wheel bearing out from here to home. Well, we got like 25 miles, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So we can just, you know.
This one don't even have the spring in it. Huh, interesting. I'm trying to understand what was going on here.
Well, so this one didn't have a spring in it then. Yeah, it didn't have this spring.
Yeah.
Well, it might have not been doing nothing, but we'll make sure that it, you know, does nothing.
It's freaking hot. That ain't good. We're gonna have to go through this thing pretty quick, like.
Yeah. All right. Button up, get back on the road, and try to limp this thing home. It'd be really funny if we run out of fuel. It is a big block after all, so. I watched the gauge go from half to like quarter, just driving from like the 10 miles down the road from.
Well, if we have to, we'll stop and get some more fuel. I want to stop the Envo anyways, put fuel in the diesel.
Now you plan on running 81? I mean, I don't care, but basically I'm gonna be in the right lane, just, you know, doing 30.
Yeah, because it's better than running 309 with the stoplights and.
Yeah, then the hills and stuff, especially if the trans doesn't want to quite cooperate. Yeah, I'll throw these in on the floor, and we'll be back on the road here. All right. Well, so far it's running, but every once in a while when she gets under load, she starts kicking and, you know, whatever else it's doing. It's not running fantastic. Trying to pull some of the hills and stuff, you get into it hard, it starts breaking up and stuff. So definitely gonna need a tune-up. And man, it just, at this point, let's just try to get this thing home. I think we have another like 20 miles or so. And at least right now we're on a back road, but at some point we are gonna have to poke it on the highway for a little bit of a jaunt. So that's ought to be pretty interesting, but I'm just hoping it holds together. Like I said, besides falling apart, it's doing all right. I just hope it stays running and makes it the rest of the way home. She is running like dog doo-doo. It's bad. She does. It's breaking up. I even tried dropping down at third and stuff, and there's twice pulling those hills. I didn't think it was gonna make it. And like just as I was ready to give up and pull her off the side of the road, all of a sudden, it's like, all right, get into her hard.
I wonder if it's fuel filters.
Fuel filter, something, who knows? It all needs to be gone over and whatnot. But yeah, she was dogging pretty hard, and I figured throw more fuel on it before we try making that trek up 81. My only fear is trying to pull that grade on 81 if it's gonna start cutting out. So like I said, it's gonna be right lane and just crawling. Oh, here's your first look at the old big block. Didn't want to fire up and sounded like it got loaded, so we're gonna check, make sure choke's not stuck open or something silly. She need a new air filter. Oh my goodness. That thing is, it looks dirty. Choke's not blocked.
It's wide open.
All right, well, do you want to leave that off until it fires up just to let it get some more air in there? I don't know, aerodynamics and whatever else. Sure, okay. See if this battery has enough sack in her to... Nothing? The battles of the road and buying clapped out vehicles and then trying to drive them home. Yeah. It's been fun. It's been fun. I actually am enjoying myself. My face doesn't say I'm enjoying myself, but I'm enjoying myself. Give it a shot. Give it a shot, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, the way this is looking, we might have a blocked up fuel line or something. Oh, man. I mean, unless the gauge was wrong and it ran out, it's going to take a while to pump it up, but I'm really thinking we have a fuel line blocked up or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably fuel filter. I don't know if you want to have a drain on this.
I have no idea. I didn't even look. Now, the key is not to break it. Those tend to like to get stuck. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, it didn't look too bad.
Only 15,000 miles on the big block, eh?
Well, this fuel filter's blocked. This thing will run like a freaking different machine. Like
I'm hoping that's what it is, because it'd be a simple, quick, done deal.
The worst part is there's AutoZone not far away.
No, it's right down the road on the right, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So if we had to get a new one, we're going to try to utilize what we have here, though. We don't have much further to go.
We don't want any more invested into this clapped out pile at the moment. Because if I'm not mistaken, that big one then unscrews and the filter's behind that, right? Okay, I thought I remember it being that way on the Quadrajets. Yo,
Yep.
Quadrabogs. It was doing a lot of that trying to pull some of those hills.
Well, it makes sense that the fuel filter's all jacked.
The other thing we can do too while we're here is if we can get it to crank again, we can actually verify that we have fuel coming up to the carb, that the mechanical fuel pump is functioning as well.
Let's hope so. Let's hope it's not the stock in the tank. We got tanks in stock, so it's not.
But yeah,
roll, but
it just means she's going home on a rollback, and we don't like that. We like to do it the hard way.
interesting.
What's up? Oh, she looks a little messed up there.
Yeah. She looks a little freaking rusted up there too.
Oh, that might be our problem. Oh wow, yeah, that thing is bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
No wonder why we're not getting no fuel.
Wow.
Check this out, guys.
Yeah,
rustification.
yeah, that's not, that's no bueno.
Okay, we're gonna need some brake cleaning.
All right, let me go see if they got any in
wonder-
stock.
I wonder if this one takes a short filter and they put the long one in it.
And that's why it's crammed up like that.
Yep. I betcha.
Yeah, yikes, that is
ugly. All right.
I guess go in there and buy some brake clean if they got any, eh? Cool. I'll grab 2 of them. Okay. Shopping adventure complete. Nice little store, got some stuff. So I think I got you covered in both areas. Not only did they have brake clean, but I bought a set of jumper cables too.
Oh, sweet.
So we have jumper cables now.
Excellent. Hopefully we won't need that much. But
No, hopefully not, but we'll
know,
see.
The worst part is, only right down the street from where we're at.
There's an AutoZone
Well-
and the junkyard we like going to.
Well, no, not only that, the AutoZone warehouse is back there in that industrial park.
So if we're gonna go to a parts store, we might as well go to the whole warehouse so we can just like
Buy everything.
rebuild the whole truck. So we got no fuel to the carburetor. That really does create a challenge.
We're better off pulling it off back here. You can pull it out.
Okay.
I'll pull it off on
All right, blew through the feed line on the tank. You could feel the air pressure coming through our little hole here. So our stock's not blocked up. So does that mean it ran out and the gauge is off, or is our mechanical fuel pump no longer functioning? So we might have to bottle feed it here for a little bit, see if that mechanical fuel pump wants to come around. And if it does, we'll slap it all back together and head on home. If not, and if the mechanical fuel pump's bad, we'll have to figure something out. So in that case, it might have just ran out then.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got fuel again, so slap it all back together and then, homebound. Well, I guess it's a good thing we pulled in here when we did, because otherwise we'd be...
Yeah.
We would have been a little screwed.
Oh, you know why this thing's running so bad? The vacuum leak right there. We got a bolt.
Yeah, actually, we should have one. Is that supposed to be plugged into the valve cover or something? It doesn't look like the right size hose, though. Oh, where was that bolt at that I had earlier? Oh, there she is. Gotta love the extra hardware. Okay, that should be the right size thickness too. Perfect.
That would go to the charcoal canister. That's what that goes to. So it was,
okay.
Running lean. Yeah, we never pulled that. We never checked nothing. We just hopped in it and went.
And now it'd be nice if we had a hose clamp. Because it slides in, but I don't know if it's gonna live there. That or a zip tie or something. Because it still might leak. Do we have something, or is it kind of in there?
It's kind of in there.
Okay.
Better already?
Yeah, it seems like it's getting fuel now, so.
Well, but I mean, does throttle respond like it's not?
Actually, it does seem a little better. I'll let you know for sure when I go to grab gears and pull out of here.
Put 5 more gallons of fuel in this thing.
I
We already
mean,
put 10 in it. It's not. She's getting the smiles per gallon.
if you want to throw a few extra in just to be safe, I guess we probably should. I'm not going to shut it down now, though. I'm letting it run. All right, she's running again, purring like a kitten. So basically just ran out of fuel, but you never know until you get in there. But now I just need to get her back on the old highway and send her the rest of the way home, and we'll see if this clapped out turd box will make it. On the highway, there is a hellacious noise coming from the track. Yep. Man, I hope this thing don't blow apart. It is not good. This thing stumbles back, and we got a heck of a hill to pull up here, so hopefully she makes it. The hard work starts here. We got to climb one heck of a hill. I'm hoping it don't decide to fall apart and break up on us. There's been 2 or 3 times already now, just within the last 2 miles or so, she's been breaking up. There it is. Come on, honey. There she goes. This ought to be, oh boy. Got about a mile to her home. We made the hill, but this thing needs some love. It needs some bad, but I think she'll make it. Knock on wood. You know, wherever there's wood. I'll knock on my noggin, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, got about a mile home, and hopefully she makes it. Well, I just said that and it died, so. Dang it. All right, we did a battery swap. We had to give her some more fuel, but she's running again. We literally have a mile to go, so hopefully we can just slam it home and make it. Yeah, it would make a lot of sense for the way it's acting, because it is hot. It is hot.
We gotta verify the timing, cooling system.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work to do, but
let's just see if we can get it home, and we'll worry about that later.
She's a good old girl. She'll get there.
Oh, I think so too. All right, let's see if we make it.
All right, send it.
All right, just hit the dirt road. Hopefully, like I said, we pretty much have like literally a mile at this point. We're so dang close. Got it back up, it's running again. It hasn't fallen apart yet, but there's a slew of issues. It might be vapor. Who knows what's wrong with it at this point. Basically, we're just gonna have to go through it fully. However, it's, you know, it's doing the thing. Well, there she is. She made it home. And when I say home, I mean, you know, park it over at the neighbors. You know, why take up more space at your place when you can, you know, take up space at the neighbors. So, yep, it's over here. It's over at Joe's. So, tons of work to do this truck. As you guys saw, I think the breakdown count was 4, something like that. Yeah. So now that we actually have this thing home, I'll actually kind of show you around. I believe this truck is supposed to be a 78. It's been patched together before, but the cab's not bad. It's a little scaly on the back of the frame. It's gonna need some rear spring shackle hangers and a bunch of other work, but it is a 4-speed. It is a dump box, obviously. Like I said, it's, you know, the old 4-speed. That's gonna need a lot of TLC. And under the hood is the real good part. 454 big block. From what we were told, this is supposed to be like a motorhome 454. That apparently has only like 15,000 original miles or something on it like that. It needs some help. It runs okay-ish. You know, obviously we fixed that vacuum leak and stuff, and it idled pretty good, but I don't know if it's got an issue with vapor locking or what's going on, but she's gonna need some help. But yeah, it's a pretty good looking rig. I can't lie. I kind of like it. Like I said, a bunch of work to do to it. And did I forget to mention, we didn't buy one, we bought 2. Well, dump truck 2 made it home safe and sound. 6.2 truck, 4-speed stick. Needs a bunch of work, but it will be a good unit in the fleet. We also named this one. We found, I don't know if it was a former owner or whatever, but found a resident card for the local county jail. So we're gonna call her the old jailbird. Seems to be fitting, but once again, you'll be seeing this truck again. Lots of work to do. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Get out in the garage, start wrenching on your projects. If you don't have a project, go buy one and try to drive it home. It's a great time. Just make sure you pack, you know, the toolbox and, you know, fuel lines and alternators and starters and yeah, anything else that you could possibly need. Extra battery, you know. fuel, a lot of fuel. But with that being said, we'll catch you guys next time here on Boney Revivals. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.